When it comes to making a responsible energy decision for your family and the planet, choose clean natural gas from Atmos Energy. Natural gas is safer and more reliable than other energy solutions and can reduce your home's carbon emissions by up to 45%. By using less total energy than other energy sources, natural gas lowers your impact on the environment. It's just another way that Atmos Energy makes your life better. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
You work hard to protect what is precious. We stand beside you, behind you, with caring doctors and nurses who work at Blue Cross to keep you healthy. You can count on us to help you. Protect every day.
The Quarter Pounder with cheese. The perfect ratio of cheese to beef to cheese. Its inventor thought burger and then stopped thinking. What it lacks in frills, it makes up for in beef. The only thing that's fancy about it is the ketchup. It's everything you love about a burger and absolutely nothing else. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hello and welcome to week 12 of the Coach Roger Cador Show. Clarence Buggs along with the coach at the Embassy Suites Hotel, 4914 Constitution Avenue, Baton Rouge's newly remodeled Showcase Hotel. Coach, since the last time we were with our home audience, last regular season game of the year, Southeastern Louisiana University comes up to Lee Hines Field. Can you say enough about living in South Louisiana, the rich tradition of college baseball, and the number of relationship games that you're able to schedule to keep a team sharp?
Well, I tell you, it doesn't get any better when you look at the state of Louisiana and that I-10 corridor with the teams, and then you go into I-12 with Southeastern. But you got University of Louisiana, Lafayette, McNeese, Nicholls State, UNO, LSU, and Southeastern. I tell you, it doesn't get any better, and we play all of them. And I tell you, it's just a warm feeling, and you play the very best baseball teams you can.
And it really says a lot about the coaches and the relationships that they all have, because certainly there are some teams there, some that are categorized in the upper echelon of collegiate baseball, some in the mid-ranks, and there could very well be a little jealousy, there could be a little snubbing of noses, this kind of thing, but nothing like that exists between all these sister institutions.
Well, baseball is completely different than football. In football, some things that happen in baseball would never happen in football. Something in basketball would never happen. For instance, LSU probably will never come to Southern in basketball and play unless you get a unique coach. And we got LSU to come and play baseball at Southern. I mean, you know, those things happen because of relationships.
Well, let's go back to Lee Hines Field. We have highlights from the last regular season encounter up on the bluff. We will let the guys in the truck do the honors, and Coach, take it away.
I tell you, there it is to honor our seniors. It was really beautiful. And look at Santos. He's in the world by himself.
He was focused.
Oh, he was focused, and I tell you, there's Gavin Webster. And I mean, look at the face when a coach, look at Tyler Cursor. It always, the face tells you where they are, and look at them. I tell you, just look at the concentration and the focus of the seniors. It means a whole lot. And I tell you, this is one of my crowning moments, as those guys really did a good job. And it started with Santos because the ball starts and finishes on the mound. And he did a really good job of pitching against, you know, the second best team in the state. They won, I think, 30-some games, obviously, and they're very good. They won their conference.
Right.
And, you know, whether they win their league or tournament, they'll be in the NCAA regional. But he pitched the gem. He kept them off balance. He made perfect pitches, and he stayed in command all game. And then here we are, we finally made some things happen. Now, this is a routine ball to right field. The right fielder dropped it, and we were able to score, so, you know, but we did what we had to do. And that's it. And Jose De La Torre got 2 big hits. This is a base clearing double down the right left field line, and he was really focused, didn't try to do too much. And I tell you, you have to really be proud of the way they concentrated in this game and did the little things. And this game lasted less than 2 hours, so it tells you it was a lot of strikes thrown, and it was a well-played game. But there is the man, Santos Salvadoran, and he made great pitches after great pitches. What kind of things you dream about?
I'm just glad you didn't try to take him out before that complete game, because you might have had a little bit of a tussle on your hands.
Well, he told me, don't mess with me. And I love it. You know, I accept the fact when players say, leave me alone. I ain't that smart. I ain't crazy either. I'll leave him alone. I left him alone. And there's DJ Wallace with a line drive of the center field fence. And I tell you, that's what it's all about, senior nights, having parents there. And now the kids graduated, like Wallace, and several other kids graduated on Friday.
Outstanding. When we come back, we move ahead to segment 2 of this week's edition of the Coach Roger Cador Show. Stay with us.
The Coach Roger Cador Show is proudly sponsored by Shoppers Value Foods, formerly Piggly Wiggly.
You don't have to understand the physics of flying to fly easy. Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport.
Eureka! What in tarnation? It's gold! The gold rush is on!
The rush is on for Gold Rush from the lottery. Win up to $200,000.
It's gold!
Get in the rush with Gold Rush from the lottery.
Trust is the key that transforms strangers into friends.
At Southern Teachers and Parents Federal Credit Union, we believe in lending a helping hand.
Transforming your dreams into reality. Because with friends, you can do anything.
Come on by and check out our competitive loan rates. We'll see your dreams come to life.
Whichever loan, we have you covered.
Hi, Coach Roger Cador here. I know adversity, and when you need legal help, you need to find Fletcher now.
Coach is always right. When you've been hurt, we can help.
Lawyer up with Ralph, Richard, and Ryan. They know the law.
I'm attorney Ralph Fletcher. Our law firm helps people every day. We can help you.
Make sure you cover all your bases. Call Ralph, Richard, and Ryan, 888-8000.
Or find FletcherNow.com.
888-8000.
Welcome back for segment 2 of this week's edition of the Coach Roger Cador Show. Coach, as this season starts to wind down, and as we just showed our home audience Senior Day last Wednesday, what are you hoping this group of seniors takes away from their time at Southern University?
Well, the experience is the #1 thing, and that, you know, we try to do it the right way and set good example for them that will help them to be successful as head of households and fathers and leaders in the community. Those are the things that we try to partake with every senior class we have.
How do you balance in between making a good ball player and making a productive future citizen?
Well, it's easy. When we practice baseball, we work on baseball. And then after baseball practice is over, then we talk about the things that correlates and works together. Because the things we just worked on has a direct correlation on what you do after baseball is over with.
We talk oftentimes about organized sports, particularly on the college level, teaching a lot of life lessons. Obviously, there's the major sports, your football, your basketball, your baseball, and a bevy of minor sports as well. But is baseball one of those sports that has the propensity to teach more life lessons than just about any other sport?
And baseball is cerebral. Everything you do, you have to think about it. And I mean, it's not reaction. You have to think it out because the time that in between every event. So you have to really think about it and use good judgment.
We talked about what we hope, or what you hope, the seniors will take away from this particular season, the trials, the tribulations, and the like. What do you hope the underclassmen take away from this season?
That the seniors were good examples, fine examples set up for them. But also look at struggle for what it is. Struggle is a foundation for building success.
Speaking of struggle, one of the most challenging seasons that we've had in recent memory up on the bluff. What does Roger Cador take away from this season?
That the sun always shines in the rise in the east and set in the west.
That's it.
And that's my greatest saying. And the fact that every class of young people give you something that you can use because they're different. No any class is the same. They're different. They present different challenges. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot from this group, and it took me until this year when Tyler Kersey came in my office and told me some things that helped the team to be better.
Is that one of the things that's the greatest joys in coaching? Is that what keeps you so young?
Keeps you young. As long as you have an open door policy and you let young people express themselves.
When we come back, he'll express himself some more on segment 3 of the Coach Roger Cador Show.
Oh, Clarence, you're the best.
You work hard to protect what matters most: your family, your life, your health. We stand behind you with caring doctors and nurses who work at Blue Cross to keep you healthy. Thank you for relying on us to help you. Protect every day.
You don't have to understand the physics of flying to fly easy. Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport.
Hey, Coach, it sounds like savings to me.
Yes, that and an easy Diamond Mazda buying experience.
As easy as can be. Just go to your computer or your cell phone, go to DiamondMazda.com, view all our inventory, new and pre-owned, apply for credit, and get approved in seconds.
Now, that sounds easy, Jeremy.
On Airline Highway or on the web, you know, we'll be waiting for you.
The Quarter Pounder with cheese. The perfect ratio of cheese to beef to cheese. Its inventor thought burger and then stopped thinking. What it lacks in frills, it makes up for in beef. The only thing that's fancy about it is the ketchup. It's everything you love about a burger and absolutely nothing else. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome back for segment 3 of this week's edition of the Coach Roger Cador Show. Again, we come to you from the Embassy Suites Hotel, our home for the Coach Roger Cador Show for the duration of the season. 4914 Constitution Avenue, Baton Rouge's newly remodeled Showcase Hotel. Coach, did you think as we start making preparations to get out of here for the conference tournament, a couple of weeks into the season, did you think we would be talking about making a return to the tournament?
Well, I really thought so. I thought we were talented enough, but I knew it would be a challenge because this was the 3rd assistant coaching staff in a row.
Right.
And people don't understand how difficult that is for young people. everybody have different philosophy. And so we looked at it, and when this staff came in, and I pretty much told them, listen, we are not going anywhere this year in terms of beyond tournament play.
Right.
The fact that let's try to coach the kids up, get them to play their very best. And 2017 is when I expect Southern University baseball to be at its very best.
The fact that they were able to gel, if you will, to find that equilibrium, that meeting of the minds between the two. Who do you give more of the credit to, or is it an equal share between the coaching staff and the players?
Well, I've got to give the players, because when Tyler Kersey came to me and talked, and the way he talked, it was the way he mentioned to me what he felt they could do, and if I would give them an opportunity as seniors to ride the boat. I tell you, it was like a son talking to his father, and the father seeing his son and saying, son, you have the right answer. Go forward and do it. I think that's really when it was, because I saw a lot of stuff when Tyler, he was honest when he came to talk to me. That was the number one thing. And you know what? If parents would pay more attention to what their kids are saying,
right,
they would go a lot further in life with the kids, because I really paid attention to him. Because you know what happened? When he wanted to talk to me, he said, Coach, we need to talk. I was busy. I said, I have something to do. Coach, I need to talk. And I discarded what I needed to do to pay attention to him. So my time was valuable to the kid. So parents, listen to your kids. When they say they need to talk, please listen to them.
Now, not to make you toot your own horn or anything, but it says something about your philosophy, the way you run your program, that he felt comfortable enough to come to you in the fashion that he did.
Well, I never make kids believe that I'm bigger than them. I tell them I have to be bigger or smaller based upon what the situation requires. And I'm not insecure to the point that I have to make them feel small to be big.
Right.
Sometimes I have to be small for them to be big. And they know, you can't fool kids.
Right.
So I am who I am, and I become naked when I have to be to them.
The fact that we are going back into the final stage of what this season will encompass, with the SWAC tournament not being able to go any further, does this team have a point to prove now?
They really do. And you know, the thing is, when I mentioned to the newspaper today that we shouldn't be in the tournament based upon the fact that it's difficult for kids to play for something they can't go anywhere. And I use what the NCAA tournament in basketball used to be like. When team played for third place. They eliminated that because they felt it was too much of a drain on kids to play for something that meant nothing.
Right.
And to me, that's what the SWAC tournament is for us. We play for something that really don't mean anything. And I'd rather give the money to the football team to go out and recruit, which they didn't have. And why did I say football and not baseball? Well, football sustained all of us. And it's important that the football program be successful. If I was a selfish person, I would say give us the money to go recruit. But football is the key at Southern.
When we come back, we'll have a special inside look at this year's group of seniors when this edition of the Coach Roger Cador Show continues. Stay close.
Hi, Coach Roger Cador here. I know adversity, and when you need legal help, you need to find Fletcher now.
Coach is always right. When you've been hurt, we can help.
Lawyer up with Ralph, Richard, and Ryan. They know the law.
I'm attorney Ralph Fletcher. Our law firm helps people every day. We can help you.
Make sure you cover all your bases. Call Ralph, Richard, and Ryan, 888-8000.
Or find FletcherNow.com.
888-8000.
Trust is the key that transforms strangers into friends.
At Southern Teachers and Parents Federal Credit Union, we believe in lending a helping hand.
Transforming your dreams into reality. Because with friends, you can do anything.
Come on by and check out our competitive loan rates. We'll see your dreams come to life.
Whichever loan, we have you covered.
Hey, Coach Roger Cador here. There's something about teamwork that brings the best out in any business. When I need a tow, I call Roadrunner Towing. Roadrunner's 4 generations strong and homegrown right here in Baton Rouge.
Thanks, Coach. There's no job too large or too small. Call Roadrunner for quick, reliable, exceptional service. We don't want an arm and a leg. We just want your toes. And remember, take time each day to be a blessing to someone. Thank you.
Beep, beep.
Welcome back to segment 4 of this week's edition of the Coach Roger Cador Show. This past week, we bid a fond adieu to a hard-working group of seniors that have given a lot of sweat equity to Southern University and the baseball program. Time now for our special correspondent, Aaron Fulbright, with an in-depth look at that group. Aaron?
Thanks, Clarence. This week, it being the last game of the season and senior night, I sat and talked with our senior class.
No, I did not, Aaron. You did
No, he messed me up. Marty.
Every accomplishment begins with the decision to step to the plate. This year, we had 9 seniors who stepped to the plate 4 years ago to play for Roger Cador and the SU baseball program. The 2015 class of senior baseball players include Rafael Diaz, Ryan Flynn, Santos Salvador, James Fontenot, Tyler Kurtze, Gavin Webster, DJ Wallace, Lance Jones, and Marcus Tomlinson. After 4 years on the field, there are sure to be memorable moments and things that these guys are going to miss.
The one thing I'll miss is playing in the big games, especially like LSU, and also just being out here with the team.
I'm gonna miss just being around my teammates, being around coaches, and I mean, Cador is an interesting guy, so being around him is always fun.
Definitely just the guys every day, seeing everybody out at the field. I'm probably going to miss that the most, the camaraderie and everything like that.
I asked the guys a little bit of yearbook questions to see if we can learn a little something about the guys on the field this year. Who's most likely to rule the world?
TK. I'd say Tyler Kurtze.
Democracy, probably me. Just because, but emperorship, like, you know, dictator type stuff, I think TK.
TK, because he's the most outspoken person.
I'll say Marcus Tomlin, because he's a guy that he knows what he's doing. He's a leader.
Me.
Who's most likely to survive on Naked and Afraid?
Most likely to survive on Naked and Afraid is James Fontenot.
I'd have to say, I don't know, Ryan Flynn, I guess.
Wow, that's tough. I would probably have to say James.
Most likely to survive that, probably TK. TK always considers himself a warrior or something.
Probably Ryan Flynn.
Marcus Tomlin.
Who's Coach's pet?
We don't have one on the seniors. No, none on the seniors.
Santos
Saldivar.
Coach's pet. I have to say Santos on that one.
James Fontenot.
Coach's pet out of the senior class is Tyler Kurtze.
Coach's pet.
Whoever plays the best.
Who is the party animal?
Ryan Flynn.
Party animal, I'd have to say James and myself because...
Ryan Flynn.
Oh, party animal. Have to be Gavin.
Say me and Flynn take the cake for that one.
Who's most likely to win the lottery but lose the lottery ticket?
Gavin Webster. Gavin Webster.
Most likely, that'd probably be Gavin.
Okay. Maybe Gavin.
Okay. Gavin Webster.
Oh, Gavin, that's for sure.
Wow, that's a good one. Probably Gavin.
We wish the seniors the best of luck as they've ended one chapter of their lives and prepare for the next one.
Coach taught me that hard work pays off, you know, no matter if somebody's looking or not.
That the sun is always shining somewhere, you know, so there's always better times, so.
I had a lot of fun interviewing the guys. So one question to you, Coach, who's the coach's pet?
Well, I would say Gavin Westham and Marcus Tomlin, because they do exactly what I want them to do without any questions asked.
When we come back, we will wrap up this week's edition of the Coach Roger Cador Show. Stay close.
The Coach Roger Cador Show is proudly sponsored by Shoppers Value Foods, formerly Piggly Wiggly.
Eureka! What in tarnation? It's gold! The gold rush is on!
The rush is on for Gold Rush from the lottery. Win up to $200,000.
It's gold!
Get in the rush with Gold Rush from the lottery.
Hey, Coach, it sounds like savings to me.
Yes, that and an easy Diamond Mazda buying experience.
As easy as can be. Just go to your computer or your cell phone, go to DiamondMazda.com, view all our inventory, new and pre-owned, apply for credit, and get approved in seconds.
Now, that sounds easy, Jeremy.
On Airline Highway or on the web, you know, we'll be waiting for you.
Hey, Coach Roger Cador here. There's something about teamwork that brings the best out in any business. When I need a tow, I call Roadrunner Towing. Roadrunner's 4 generations strong and homegrown right here in Baton Rouge.
Thanks, Coach. There's no job too large or too small. Call Roadrunner for quick, reliable, exceptional service. We don't want an arm and a leg. We just want your toes. And remember, take time each day to be a blessing to someone. Thank you.
That's it for another edition of the Coach Roger Cador Show, and we hope that we'll see all of you down in New Orleans for the conference tournament. On behalf of the crew and the coach, I'm Clarence Buggs. We'll see you next week with another edition of the Coach Roger Cador Show. Until then, go Jags.